Welcome back, folks, to Pigs TV. I'm your host, Pigs, as usual. So, in the last episode, let's just have a little overview. I got the new idea for the new, the smelters and the things for the iron ore and the copper plates and things like that going. I made a little hatch in a couple of respects in here. I got it. I've got my. I did what I said in the thing. I did a blue beta and basically made some on the blueprints yeah. Oops. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? And see what we can get done today. So the next challenge today is I need to keep going with the extras, but the problem being is now I'm getting into the stage where I need the green. So the green is I didn't write the green down, strangely enough. Now I'll write these down, and I completely forgot. Just to remind myself. So we want. Oh, that's it. Transport belt and inserters. To we might as well. I might as well research this one. Although I don't think I can research that one actually. Okay, there's no point in research now because I do need the green. So it's going to be a two-step process because we're going to need the transport belts, which needs iron plates and needs gears as well. So we need to start thinking about making gears before we actually start doing anything else, really. So let's remind ourselves. So gears, I know they only need iron, but I'm going to show you. So we only need iron plates for the gears. So that's an easy. It's a sort of an easy fix for that one. These will have to pass through, so we'll have to always be up here to be able to do this sort of thing. Because obviously we're going to pass the copper and we're going to pass the ore through completely. Well, it's probably going to stop there, actually, to be honest with you. But I haven't fully decided yet, so I will use this space up the top just to go through it. But obviously, we're going to have to get the plates, the iron up there, and then come back down with the others. So we're still going to have to do some sort of double like this sort of thing, but a bit simpler than this because we don't need all the others. So that's why I'm building it over here. I'm just gonna do. Whoops. What stone have I got? What actually anything have I got? To be honest, it's been a few days since I played, so I have to get my head back into it. I like that gap. Some people don't bother with a gap like that, but I like the gap like that. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to bring them the same up here because I feel as if it's going to be easier. The reason why I'm doing this is I can copy this to move it over here. I might even save it, to be honest. It doesn't have to be. Oops, that's wrong one. It doesn't have to be pretty. Again, maybe it's not the end result yet. So we're going to we're doing it different. So last time I used to take them from the outside and put them on inside. But now I've found if I've taken from the inside to go to the outside, it's balanced better. Because obviously you're only taking from one side. And I can produce more ore and more everything else or whatever else I want a lot faster than I can actually produce the the minerals to actually go with it. So in fact, actually, I just realised that's actually wrong. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not smelting them. Never mind. Apologies. We're all live. We don't edit them. We don't edit these videos in a sense of, you know, oh, we've done wrong. We've just got to get on with it, and you know, it's how it is. I'll get some more of that. I'm gonna need some more. So I'll go grab a few more and let them just, you know, let them just build that. Might as well. That's what it's there for. I'll get some more copper because no doubt I'll run out of copper as well. And then we'll carry on with this build, shall we? Even from last time, I still forgot to do how the paste and copy. I keep saying that. I said I'll go work out that paste and copy, but I keep forgetting. How many have I got of these now? So I'm gonna do that for now. Just I don't need anything that's overbearing, if you like. Again, this is going to be. That's not going to work because that's too close. I think if you in the last, if you've been certain things, you get the blueprints. But I haven't blueprinted this. I know there's examples out there where people have blueprinted all sorts of things, and you can use them. But I think, in some respects, this is why I like Factorio. If you know, the whole point is about learning. If you're not learning, then you know there's something wrong in that respect. So that's me. That's me goal, if you like. Let's. I want the cut command. Where's the cut command? I want to cut that. Right, I've got to cut that. Where do we actually want it? We want it here. So I've decided to put it somewhere where I didn't want it. It's one of these things. Wish I could just grab a square to delete. Or I can, and I've just forgotten. I'm sure I'll forget all the buttons again like I did last time. Right, let's put that. Right, then we got that. Right, so where do we want it? We want it a couple of, I reckon. This is the thing. I did 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna sort of just push them up, maybe. As I'm not fully sure yet how I want them to come in. So we just need in ore, so that's going to come in from there. Let's half bake this, shall we? So that's there. Then we want it to come this way. So this is going to go up. Like so, and then we would need to decide where these are going to come back down again. Now this needs to carry on because this is a like I said, an important. I think I started building these, to be honest. Did I? No, I think I got rid of it. Maybe I got rid of it. Why is that not working? Why is that not working then? Oh, there's no coal in it, yeah, because they're not working by, silly me. I'm thinking, what the hell? What's going on? What's going on? I haven't got any coal, so I'll have to grab some coal. So we'll have to grab a load of coal. Yeah, this coal pile isn't very large. That's the issue. So obviously that's doing the other one as well. So I've now got some, because I'm going to need these anyway. So obviously I set this going earlier on in the play, and you know, we've got a lot of gears. Eventually what I'm going to do is basically get rid of that. And no more mineral resources there, so we can get rid of that. Obviously I could have taken it from there, to be honest, but still, doesn't matter. Well, what I've got to be careful of is at the moment is I'm not that very tough, so I don't have a lot. I have you know, guns and things and whatever else, but I don't have any form of you know, thing to get ourselves going easy. So that's going to come through as a complete one single unit. As from there, I don't want to put that up. I just got to decide. I've got to decide where I want this to, where I want it to actually come back out again. Whether I want to send it round and come back down, which I can. So that's another reason why I did the gap here, you see. So I did this gap to be allowed to be able to do different things. But obviously, as I increase that, I'll have to, you know, produce that. But would it be better to have these to come downwards and along? So really what we want to do is where we get this, say this second one here, but I'll have to move it 2 over. The reason why I'm moving it 2 over is because of something like this. So if I do this, for an example, I want another one, and then I want a gap over to have a line over. That's the reason why I've done that. Factorio, it's all about, a lot of it's about preparation, and that's the key area I think about this game. It's about, oh, where are you going to put this? How are you going to do that? How's that going to affect that? You know, where I don't want, yeah, I want it like that, because otherwise otherwise they'll join themselves a bit differently. I don't want that. I'm not saying that this is the right way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way. I'm just saying it's one way. That's our main, what I'm classing this. This is our main sort of trunking line. And we've got enough, I've got enough area, not great around here, like, because obviously I've got the thing. And obviously I can take this, rotate it, spin it, and do it on this side as well. So what my plan is to try and have, like before, where I only had one real side. I'm sort of trying to maybe make 2 sides in this sort of idea. Once like I said, once I get the thing going, everything will all sort of fall into place, if you like. That has to go that way. That has to go that way. There, and there. If I've made it in the wrong place, then I'll just have to cut it. And yeah, so I did do 5. I was just checking if I did 5. Or maybe I should have pushed that up maybe 1 for this. I don't think I need anything else that's got R and O, so I may be okay. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. So now I'm sending the gears through. So let's join this up. Let's actually copy that. Paste that into there. No, that's wrong. I always get this wrong. I should have copied this, then press that, then put that into there. Right, that's fine. Because what I can do now is do this and rotate. So I need to flip that horizontal, I think. There we go. So I'm going to have that in the same place as that one. Like that. And that's built that. Well, it's not built it, but it's it's set it up to be the way I want it to be. So anyway, let's get this going. I need power, so I'm gonna run power from here for now. I need to power into here, here. I'll just well, I'll just bring the power from there. It doesn't really matter. Again, it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be functional. Right, that one's working. I'll skip that one for now. I'm going to leave that one there. I'll get this one. Get this one working. And then we'll start, just to make sure this is all going hunky-dory. Yep. Obviously, that'll go through there. That'll give us 2 lanes. So it's 2 lanes. Everything is like 2 lanes. So what's the next one? The next one is we need iron plates and we need gears. So we're going to need something similar to this. This is all going to have to go as usual. But I can use these anyway for the poles, so that's not the worst thing. I've already taken out some of the infrastructure with the then we need inserters, which we may need green. We need green. So actually, it's copper cable is going to be the next order of the day. I've got a little list here in front of me because I wrote it out. I was thinking, well, if I do this first and then I do this first, then I do this and then I do this, that's another reason why I sort of left this gap, because it's going to have to go upwards, I think, because I'm going to want copper cables and I'm going to want others. I may have made a complete another hash of this, but we'll see. We'll definitely definitely see. So I want another one of them. Oh, it's upside down. Rotate, hitch that way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to go there. So we want the copper. So this line here just happens to be the one that I want. Oh, that's a bit of a downer. So we may just make that slightly less and then send the copper through. Like I said, it's all under interpretation. I might have completely done it wrong. Let's make an absolute load more of these. I will get these to start to be made eventually. And so we don't have so many of the problems. So this is going to come through. This basically is this up here. So this needs to change to this. Actually, no, it's supposed to be a bit closer than that, isn't it? I don't know why I did one square away from that. That's a bit weird. Why is that not turning? Go on, turn. Yeah, I don't need this. That's what I need. That's what I was trying to get. So that'll come through there. That's to go upwards. Same principle as before. I know I could probably set them to come inwards, which is probably what I actually did, and I'm going outwards. Yeah, I did. This should be down This should be down here. There you go. You see, that's why I did them. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've played it, so I organised it and then completely forgotten how I actually organised it. Let's get a few more of these. Get a few more of them. Let's get a bit more copper, actually. Apologies, it's taken a while to set up. Don't need one of them now. Yeah, so this is why I did a 16 wide. This is why I did a 16 wide gap. Although that's not really a 16 wide gap, is it? I might have to destroy all this and actually remake it again. I know what I was trying to achieve, but where I was actually trying to achieve what I was trying to achieve is a question on the back. I need a 2 gap. I'm trying to achieve both of them on the both same side. I was going up this way. I was doing it that way. That's why I did that. Moved it upwards as I was doing it. So that is right what I was doing. Because you don't need them on. You don't need once you've got the. You need to send this belt. These 2 belts need to keep coming through. That was just there to do something else. But obviously, I've got to be careful because I don't want. I shouldn't need the call anymore. So 1, 2, there. So that's what I need to send the belt through. I need to do the same with this one as well. But that gets 2 less. Probably not given enough space at the top. So the next ones I might have to sort of push through. But that's the whole point of doing it like this and not bringing them too far down. They keep saying that how new players play this game is they don't give enough space for everything that you want to build. That comes within time, I think it does. Like I said, I understand this is incredibly slow. But it may be easy for newer players to grab the concept of what you won't get the blueprint if you've just started this or you're just interested in playing Factorio itself. You won't get the blueprints straight away. Yeah, I sort of have to earn them. So because I've done the space, I get the blueprints and all this now. You don't get any of this. So basically, you have to sort of redo everything from, again, sort of thing, which is a bit of a pain. Why is that doing that? Right, I get rid of that. Stupid. So that's what there. That's 2. That's 2. I should be all right. Like, so I'm sending the gears and the copper cables, and I can use them off here to when I start building the belts and when I start building the inserters. Now I'll also need on the next one is there's 2 options. I either go for the transport belts first, and then I do the green, and then I do the green circuit. Because the green circuit, the inserters need the green circuit. Once we get this, it's always this to me is always the slowest getting started. Once you get this bit built, I need these anyway, so I might as well take them out. In an earlier player, I took out a lot of the closer biters, as you can see from the mini map here. They're not really around, but unfortunately, the coal that I've got is a really small deposit, so I'll have to get this going. That's why I need the green. I'm taking all this out because I'm going to need it all out anyway. So, and people could say, well, you should have put that somewhere else. Fair enough, that's possibly true. But I looked at the map when I was building, and I decided here because it was quite a large area. Yes, it had a lot of trees. I just and the idea of this play is to try and do it in 42 videos. And we're going, yeah, but we haven't even got anywhere yet, pig. And like, we're like, you know, video number 4 sort of thing. but if I've done it right, which I probably haven't, it should be better than last time. Because I was starving myself for minerals last time. And I had them on the back of this main belt sort of thing. I know that was a hell of a lot of cutting and... but once I've got this done now, see, I've now sort of... I need all that anyway. I need all this wood anyway, so it's not as if it's wasteful. So the belts are going to go... They're going to go through. This is going to now build for my... we're only going to build this side. Like I said, this isn't going to be this. This is going to be for the copper. Where's the copper? There. That's going to be for the copper. That's for the copper. That's for the copper. One day I'm going to do some research and actually do the copy and paste thing. How many of these have I got? I've got 32. But while I'm waiting... So, that's coming up. That's going that way, that's going that way, that's going that way. That's going that way, that way, that way, and that way. I have to do that, because what I'll do is I'll end up... I always do that. I always select it from the thing and never actually select it from the... I don't know why I do that. I'll just set this up again. Because it's another reason why I wanted it not far away from that. Because all this area is what I call dead. It's not going to be used. It's going to push up. I mean, I can't obviously do a lot of copper. But don't forget, I've got both sides. That was the whole point of doing it this way. So I can make copper both sides and then do what I need to do on the both sides. That was the plan. That's what I'm sticking to so far. And then obviously what I'll do is I'll increase it. Right, so now we've got obviously copper coming through. There's quite another reason why I made it like this side. This is terrible, this little bit here, but all this is going to go by probably about video 10. All this will be gone and there'll be nothing left of it, so it's sort of beneficial to there's no more minerals on that one, so I'll have to find another coal patch somewhere. I think there's one there maybe. Yeah, there's a coal patch there, so I'll do that. Like I said, this coal patch is very small, which is obviously an issue. Which is what I've got to address as soon as possible. But I need to be stronger. I need, you know, better weapons and things like that. And so until I can get that sort of thing, then I can't really do anything. So we can push this through. Like here. So I've got 2 gaps there. I won't get much more than 2 gaps, but that's fine because I'll only probably need it to. I'll need to have a look what needs what. Things like the circuits are going to need like copper, so I've got to be very careful with that as well. So what's the next one? The next one is... There's 2 options. I'd either do the belts and then the green, or the green first. Because the green circuit, if we go back to our here, the green circuit needs copper and a plate, which, if we look, I've got the copper here, and now I've got the that, you know, the green there. But the transport belt, which, let's do another one. I'm just trying to help players out here while it also, oh, I can't believe I did that. That's it. So we need gears and we need plates. Well, we've got gears coming through and we've got the plates coming through, even though that needs a plate as well. So it's what I call an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one do we do? I'll go for the transport belt first, so we can use another one of these. This is why this is pretty cool. 2 gaps, 3 gaps, 4 gaps, 5 gaps. Can't get that in because there's a great big thingy pile. So we'll get rid of that. Like I say, everything seems to take time. Right, so I've done that. This will change because I won't need this. Well, I will need this actually because I'll need, obviously, my apologies, I will need this for this. I need it for the belts. So now we go to belts. It's different. It's a different design than what I did in the first place. A lot different. So I'm trying to refine it. If, you know, when we get to, let's say, the 3rd season, maybe, it'll be refined again. And what I'll do is I might set up some more. I might go through a little thing for myself and set up a lot more stuff and not have to do all this and say, oh, what do I want for this? What do I want for that? That's another. And I could have done with this one, but I'd sort of rather let you see what the ideas are, and then pick what you like, what you don't like, how you want. You know, it's all about how you want to play Factorio as well. I'm going to need some more because I only don't have them more. So let's get a load. See, this is why having the wood was not really much of an option, not really much of a problem. I mean, obviously I'll have to redesign this eventually, but let's get it just going. I'm not bothered about how it looks in some respects. So we have to be careful what we continue with and where we put this. This is the belts, so this could probably come up a little further. I'm gonna have to be real careful here because this is probably gonna trip me up. I haven't probably made it. Eventually, I bet I won't make enough room for, you know. So I want to do 2 gaps. I want this to go from there. I don't want to use a thing just to do that. Right, so that's me belts, although I've run out of belts. The thing is, in this game, you use an unbelievable amount of resources to start with. I'll get rid of them because they're mine. They're all mine. Yeah, so we needed gears. So we've got the gears. Now this is where it's gonna get a bit interesting in some respects. I'm gonna leave that, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do and send this back on this side of the belt. So we've got stuff coming on one. We've got actually no, because this is it won't do that, will it? It will. Yeah, I forgot about this. What this does is it will it doesn't do half. It sends half, but it puts it on both sides of the belt, and I don't want both sides of the belt to be taken. I can't, if I do that, it's not going to work, is it? No. I have to do another one. So I have to go down there. That's obviously already coming through here. So I'll have one there, and I'll have that. So that'll go around here. That's still carry on coming around here as a... like that. That's gonna... I'm just gonna cut this off. So I don't want it to go there yet. I'm not ready. Just to make sure I've got everything tied in. I've got that tied in. Oh, well, I might as well do that, actually. As soon as I decided to accidentally put them in. You see, so they're going around. So that I want half on this side and half on that side. Otherwise, I'd have had both of them on both sides. Let's now get... This needs to be going that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Oh, I can't reach it. It's not going to produce a lot so far, but I can go upwards again, and obviously I can do the other side if I need the other side. I haven't obviously built the other side for anything yet. And I could copy that and rotate that and not have to be messing about with this sort of thing. So we've got the belts coming through. We've got the copper coming through. You can see the plan with it. The plan is there. Now, obviously, if I need gears, which I will need gears, I can go back. I can split this up. And, well, I do need iron gearing wheels. I can just see on my little list. So I'll split this up. I'll put her there. And now I've got the iron gears coming through as well. I'm going to send them back in the same line as they... Oops. Oh, why do I do that? Why don't I just do that every time? I have this thing about pressing the E button and just, you know. Let's get loads of these. Right, so that's going to come through. That's coming through. So I've got 4 lanes now of what I need. So that's the looking at my little list. So we've got the iron plates, we've got the copper. I know you can't see the list, but we've got the iron plates, we've got the copper plates, we've got the iron gears, we've got copper cable. The iron plates, the copper, and the gears, and they're sort of the main materials that you're going to need to build anything else. Then we've got the transport belts, which is here. We've just built them. And now we've got the green circuit, because then we can do the inserter, and then we're on the cusp of greatness then, if you like. So let's do another one. We'll have to obviously doctor this again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was lucky. That's what about that I don't like about this game. It sees that and it won't build this. But it should just ignore that square, because it's already there. But it doesn't. But anyway, I digress. So, now we want the circuit. So let's change to a circuit. Yeah, this is the problem I think I'm going to have. I'm going to have to move each... I might have to take this one out and move it up. Or just this section. Like, this will have to be started up here. And not down there. And keep it like that. Because I need the gap for the... I was trying to decide how much gap I wanted in between here. This here. I should have really had 16 after I'd done the copper and the there. So this gap here should now have been 16 gap. Which I could have ladled them down. But next time maybe, if this works pretty well, then that's the option to go through. But the way I've done this is I can get rid of some of this and, you know, remove it up. That's the why I did it this way, and not any other way. I know we're getting into, it doesn't feel as if I've built a lot, but I'm trying to, if you, like I said, if you've not played Factorio before and you've not seen any of this sort of thing, so we've got the plate, so there's the plate. We're going to have the same problem as we did before. This can come through on this side, but I'm going to have to, if I do that, then I'm not really using much up, am I? I need 1, 2, because I can't turn. I need a gap there, as otherwise it'll link this two together. I don't really need to have that, I suppose, but I don't need to have it butted up right there. Excuse me. And the iron, again, if I need these, which I will, I'll separate one out and then send it on and move it back round again. So I think this, like I said, is in the wrong place. I'm going to have to work out a plan where this gets redesigned slightly. Goes up one. Because where this is coming out. I'll get rid of this. Apologies for this. We'll probably run into the next video at least with this. So where this is coming, like here, I need a 2 gap. But obviously that is going to be too close. So I'm going to get rid of this. And what I'll do is, obviously, I'll just, well, move it up one. Because that's what I can do. Have I run out of things? Can't see any. Oh, I think I've run out of, yeah, I've run out of coal. So that can be adjusted. That could go down there. That now needs to be 1 square like that. And that. That is this. That is this. Like I said, it just takes time. I know there's these speedrunners, but I've tried to watch them and I can't get my head around it. And the reason why is they're, you know, one, they do it different. They do it differently to, you know, everybody else that's as practically playing. So that's my little. This here is obviously this. Don't want that yet. I'm trying to. I want this here. This is. Let's copy sort of this here. That's supposed to be there like that, so I need to get rid of this, some of this. Whoops, daisy. Is that 2? If I'm not careful, I'll do it wrong. That's 1. That's 2 gaps, so it has to be somewhere here. Oh no, because it's that bottom bit, isn't it? 1, 2. There. Yeah, so I've got 2 gaps. Got there in the end, my friends. Got there in the end. I suppose I could have almost got it in there, but it doesn't. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It's not. I can redesign this going forward just to can be really fiddly. Oh, no, I've run out of things again. Always at this stage, you always like run out of every single thing that you think you've got loads of. I will need them to go through, but I want to get this going at least before the end of the. Why is that not? Because it's not going the right way. That's better. So. Nope. Oh, I need this to go, don't I? Right, let's get some coal in here. Because this isn't good. Let's go fill this up. It should be running now, I think. Yes, it's running. It's finally running. Right, so, as you can see, it's a bit... it may be slightly weirder than you may have seen from other people's plays or whatever, but it's taking shape. You can see it's a bit organised in a way that I've done it. So we got the gears, then we got the copper, and obviously we can expand it upwards with this and the other side. That was the whole point. I haven't built the other side yet, and I may not need to build the other side. I don't know. And then, you know, we got that, and then we got that. So we got the main on my little list in front of me. Plates, copper plates, iron gears, copper cable, transport belts, and we got green circuits. Then all within the next play, we've just got to do the inserter, which then will allow me, if we go back to what we need for the green, we need, and I mean, I know I could build this all by hand, but I've got to do it anyway. So we'll have the two to make the green. Now, it's where I place the green, but I'll normally place the green at the end. That's what I said. If it's in a line, the next one, because you don't want to go backwards to put, you know, if say I put the green down here, but I haven't got all the other infrastructure to be able to do the green, you could put it up here, you could put it all over, but I like things in a line. I like it organised, and this is organised. Obviously, these are going to just carry on building. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you saw the idea. I know it looks a bit rough and ready if you take it, but it's coming together. In the next one, obviously, we'll get more of this done, and we'll start automating, and this is going to move. This will move further down the line, way down the line, because it'd be best to be on the right-hand side. But again, I've got to be careful because I'm going to get closer to the biters and things like that. You know, and I've got to take that infrastructure because I've got to get more coal. Unless I get more coal, I'm not going to be able to get a lot further because that coal's going to run out. So anyway, we'll definitely see it in the next play. And take care. Bye for now.